Hello and a very good day everyone. So today I will show on how we can prepare a debtor aging report. So if you look over here, we do have a raw data which have the sales information, the purchase information, the inventories, the vendors, the customer, the outlets, the bank payment, which includes the bank payment and receipts. So basically what I require to do is, my manager told me I need to prepare an aging report to understand the outstanding customer balance, and then I need to show like number of days. That means the outstanding balance and also the number of days in the aging report. So this is to help the company track the unpaid amounts, and I need to require to follow up on the overdue payments. So what I need to do is, first thing is I need to go to data, get data, and then from file, from Excel workbook. So from Excel workbook means, because if we want to import data from Excel, we click data, get data, and then import from Excel workbook. So in this case, I save my document, save my file in a document. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to press import. So once I press import, you will notice that a box will appear. So in this particular box, what I need to do is I need to actually select the worksheet. Apparently my worksheet name is sales transaction, and then what I need to do is I need to go to transform data. Why? Because when you press load, it will automatically load as a table. When you click over here, it will load too. That means it will give you the power to load as a pivot table, pivot chart, or only create connection. But in this case, I want to actually press transform data. But if you notice carefully, over here there is a word, the data preview has been truncated due to the size limit. Because if you see you have more than 1000 rows, it will appear like this. So it's nothing. So I'm going to go to transform data because I need to do some cleaning. So first thing is, when I click transfer data, it will go to Power Query Editor. In Power Query Editor, I'll do the cleaning. So I'll just remove these first two columns. Okay, these two columns is done. And then what I'll do is, I'll remove these first three rows because I will actually try to promote the first row as header. So I need to remove the first row until the fourth row. So what I'll do is, I'll just go to remove row, remove top row, and I'll click number of rows 4 because the first 4 rows I don't want. Then use first row as header. Okay, so now done. And then what I need to do is, basically I actually want selected columns. That means I want the date column, I want the invoice ID. Okay, and then after that I also want a credit limit. So when I press Ctrl G, a box will appear. So I want to go a column that shows the credit limit, because the customer, like some customers, they need to pay within 30 days and so on. So the credit terms, I'm going to press here. So I want this particular data, and I also want what? I want also the net price and also the receipt, because I want to just check what is the outstanding amount. So in this case, what I need to do is, I actually need to know the outstanding amount, and I need to prepare the aging report. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll just, for first and foremost, I'll need to go to choose column. A box will appear. So I'm select all. Sales date I want, invoice ID I want, net price I want, and I also want the credit terms. So I click the credit terms, and I want the receipt amount. I press OK. So now we do have this report. Okay, here we have the sales day, this. Next, what? Next thing is, what I want to know is, I actually want to know the outstanding. So the net price minus the receipt amount, because this is the selling price. This is what the customer has already paid me. I select this, press Ctrl, select this. What I'll do is, I'll go to add column, standard, subtract. So right now here will show me the outstanding. Okay, so outstanding, but of course we got see here negative, because sometimes there are customers they overpay. But I want to see based on the invoice actually how much is outstanding. So what I need to do is, instead of having the negative, I'll go here and then number filter greater than what? Greater than 0, because I want to know outstanding and I need to follow up with the customer and so on. Okay, so now this is done. Basically we know that, okay, this is the outstanding balance, like invoice 1 is still we have outstanding and so on. The next thing what I need to do is, I need to know the how much period, grace period, because this is the invoice date. They have like a 60 days. So that means the 1st January must plus with 60 days. We need to get a particular date. So what I need to do is, I need to remove the days. So I'll go to split column, and I want to split by the days. So I just click here, custom, and I'm going to write here days. Okay, and just like that, now we have the days. So of course this column is not necessary, so I'm going to select this column, this column, this column, and remove. So right now we have subtraction, we have the days, we have the ID, we have the sales date. I need to change this to a date format. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to add this. So this 1st January must plus with the 60 days. So add column, custom column. So over here there is a M query formula, a function called duration days. So not duration days, is the date at. Okay, date at days. So date at days. So my starting date will be sales date, and then the number of days, what I'll select is, for number of days I will select the credit terms, close bracket, and then okay. So now what happened is, here will show me that okay, 2nd March, 31st, because like 1st January when you plus it comes like okay, 31st January and so on. Then I also want to know the current date. So today's date is 11 February. So what I'll do is I'll go to custom column. So if I want to show the today's date, normally in Excel what I'll do is equal today open bracket close bracket. This is what we'll do in Excel. But in Power Query, what we'll do is we will need to press from date from, and then open bracket, date local time now, and then open bracket, close bracket, close bracket. So this is to identify the current date. Okay, so now we do have this date. So next I need to actually change this format, go to transform, change to date. So once I already changed to date format, now I can find the difference. How to find the difference? I need to use another formula using duration days. So I'm going to go to add column, custom column, and then I'm going to write here duration days. So duration days, so we have the custom one minus with custom. There you go. So right now if you notice carefully, we have about 300 days, 376 days, and so on. So now what I need to do is, from this given data I need to prepare an aging report. So I'll just go to conditional column. So if you just say the particular data, this is custom 2. So if you just say it is less than 30 days, okay, I'm going to put here less than equal to 30. Then what I'll do is I'll put here within 30 days. Otherwise, custom 2. So if you just say it is less than equal to 60, then I'll just put here 31 to 60. And then after that, another one, custom 2 again, is less than equal to, so I'll put here 90. So I'll just put here 61 to 90. And then if just say another one, if less than equal to 120. So I'm going to put here 91 to 120. Otherwise will be 122 plus days. I press OK. So now it will show like this. Next what I'll do is I will try to actually change this to a text, and then I'll show group by, because my manager wants to know, okay, this is the aging report, I want to know the outstanding. So transform, group by, a box will appear. So custom tree, I want to sum the subtraction, which is the outstanding. Press OK. So now once I change, so you will notice eventually it will change. So over here we can actually understand. So if you just say I want to change this to a currency format, so now it will appear formatted properly with 1000 separated and 2 decimal places. So within 30 days, 120 days, and so on. So what I can do is I can just put here, this is the aging report, and this is the outstanding balance. Okay, and then I'll just go to home and close and load. So once I close and load, what happens is it will load as a table format. And now you can see this is the aging report from the given data. So whereby what we can see over here is that for 120 plus days we have about 7 million outstanding, and then we have about 0.9 million from 2 months, 3 months, and 4 months. But within 30 days we have like 1 million. So from a auditing perspective, this can be considered as a bad debt, because it is like more than 120 days, unless there is a relevant justification which can compensate, which can say that okay, this amount can be collected from the respective receivables or customer.